y'all, Sassy Keto Nurse here. Before we get started on this video, I just want to remind you, click that subscribe button. Make sure you click the little bell next to it so that you get notifications whenever I post a new video. And if you enjoy my videos, make sure you give me a thumbs up and share with your friends. Now let's get started. Hey guys, it's your Sassy Keto Nurse here. This is my intro to me and to how I got started in the keto way of eating. My name is Melissa English. I'm 47 years old, single mom to 4 beautiful children, and I'm a pediatric private duty nurse to fragile respiratory children. How I got started began last year in July. I had taken a patient to his appointment and he had to be weighed. I rolled him up onto the scale in his wheelchair, and as I stepped off that scale, I noticed a significant difference in weight. Something I didn't really want to acknowledge at the time, so I just went on to the appointment with him. We talked to the doctor, got his stuff straightened out, I helped his mom get him back in the car, and then I looked at her and I was like, "Can you give me just a second?" I walked back inside, stepped up on that scale myself, with no one else in the room, mind you, because I certainly didn't want anybody else in there, and reality hit. I had not weighed myself in over 6 months, and even when I did weigh myself the time before in January, I knew I was overweight, but I was in denial. I didn't want to admit how bad I had let my health go. On that day, I weighed 305 pounds. I stood on that scale in that tiny room and I cried. I had lost control and I had to take it back. My reasons to take it back: those 4 beautiful children and my newborn grandson. So I went home, started looking into different avenues that could help me, and I found a program on Facebook. I saw a bunch of people posting about this program called 2030 that was offered at one of our local gyms. There were tons of people online that were just having great success, so I decided to go to one of their meetings the next day. I went to said meeting. Lasted about an hour. Incredible information. Y'all, they talked about the ketogenic way of eating. They talked about how it could balance your hormones. They talked about how you could take your health back. I'm thinking, this is definitely what I want to do. And then it came to the end when they talked about how much it would cost to do said program. And quite frankly, it just wasn't possible for me. Now granted, this program is incredible. I know hundreds of people in our area that have done it and been wildly successful. I just couldn't do it financially, and I needed something that was super budget friendly. Well, being a nurse, I'm super curious. So I went home, jumped on the computer, and started studying and researching about keto, ketogenic eating, ketosis, the effects it has on your body. And within 48 hours, I knew this was definitely my avenue for success. So, let me tell you a little about myself before keto. Before keto, I got up at 6 o'clock every morning, got ready for work, off to work at 7, home by 5, and honestly, in bed, snacking on Doritos or whatever, by 7, watching Netflix, asleep probably by 8. I slept more than I was awake because I was in a deep state of depression and my anxiety was through the roof. I wasn't proud of who I was. I had terrible self-esteem, and I didn't care. I would rather sleep than to deal with anything. I didn't cook. I bought fast food practically every day. I drank a 6-pack of Pepsi a day and probably a 2-liter of Pepsi after I got home at night. These are not things that I'm proud of, y'all, but they're the truth. And it sets up my beginning. Now, when I started the program, I am an all-in kind of girl, And so on July 21st, the day after my birthday, I jumped into keto headlong, feet first, both feet. Let me tell you, I did not drink another Pepsi. I drank water and coffee. I started eating these meals that were crazy high in fat. And for nurse, are you kidding me? All I could think was, oh my God, my cholesterol is going to go crazy. I'm going to get hypertension. I'm going to have heart disease. I'm going to have a heart attack. What am I thinking? But through my research, I found none of that is true. And through this last 7 months, I'm absolutely positive that none of that is true. I've had a rough time over the past few months. I talked about the hormonal balance. In the past 7 months, I lost my grandson at 4 months old, and I almost lost my youngest daughter. Through that time in the hospitals, for the funeral, normally before keto, I would have fell apart. I don't even know if I could have made it through it. But through the hormonal balance and my emotional stability, I was able to make it through two of the most tragic things that have ever happened in my lifetime. Over the last 7 months, I have lost 61.2 pounds. And yes, y'all, I count those tenths of a point. That is part of my success. I have come off all of my depression and anxiety medication. I have become social. I'm out and about with friends and family and enjoying myself. My skin's cleared up. My sleep habits are normal. I sleep 6 to 8 hours a night out of necessity, not out of depression. And I have never felt better in my life. And I just want to share this with anyone that is going through the same type of struggles that I went through. So here I am today. I'm asking you guys to join me on this keto journey. Join me in taking your life back, taking your health back. Welcome to Keto Life.